This is GCSE Mathematics mock examination. Paper 1 said not using calculator, and paper 2 you can use calculator. Then answer all question, show clear working, write answers in the space provided, diagram and not scaling. Then we take the question number 1. Question number 1 says 4x plus 7x, which is equal to, this is very simple, 4s boss plus 7s boss gives us 11s boss. So the answer is 11x. Then we move to the second one, which is linear equation. In this linear equation, we have 3x plus 5 equal to 20. What we do, we collect like terms. When we collect like terms, meaning numbers to one side, we have 3x equal to 20 plus 5 crossing sign of equality becomes minus 5. We have 3x equal to 15. Next step, we divide both sides by 3. When we divide both sides by 3, we have 3x all over 3 equals to 15 all over 3. 3 will cancel 3, left with x equal to 5 as the answer. To know if you are correct, put 5 in place of x. Meaning if we put 5 here, we have 3 times 5 gives us 15. 15 plus 5 gives us 20, which is correct. Then we move to question number 3. Question number 3 is talking about expansion. Expansion means remove the bracket. We have x plus 4 into x plus 2. To remove the bracket, we use x to times every item in this bracket. S times s gives us s squared, and s times 2 gives us plus 2x. 4 times each of these items in the second bracket. 4 times s gives us plus 4x, and 4 times 2 gives us plus 8. Now we want to simplify after expansion, which gives us s squared, 2x, and 4x are like terms, which will give us plus 6x plus 8 as the final answer. We move to question number 4. It says factorize fully. Factorize is opposite of expansion. So factorize means put it in the bracket. Then if we want to put this expression in the bracket, we have x plus 6x, which means we have x times x plus 6x. What is common in both of them? X is common, which is equal to x into x plus 6 as the answer. If you want to get back this answer, multiply out s times s gives us s squared, y s times 6 gives us 6x. So that is how to know if you are correct. We move to question number 5. It says write 0.6 as a fraction in its simplest form. We have 0.6. When we write 6, under the decimal point, you put 1, then replace the other digit with 0. It becomes 6 over 10. We can reduce 6 over 10 to its lowest form, which is the same thing as 2 into 6 gives us 3, and 2 into 10 gives us 5 as the answer. Then we move further. We go to question number 6. Rectangle has length 12 cm and width 5 cm. Find the perimeter and the area. Now we draw a rectangle. Now we have a rectangle 12 cm, we have 5 cm, 12 cm, and 5 cm. Perimeter means distance around a shape. Distance around the shape, meaning we have to add 12 plus 5 going round plus 12 plus 5. When we add up, we have perimeter is equal to 12 plus 12 gives us 24. 24 plus 5 plus 5, which is 10, gives us 34 centimeter. Now, the real formula of perimeter is equal to, we have how many lengths? We have 2 lengths, 1 and 2, which gives us 2 lengths, plus we have 2 breadths or 2 widths, whichever. Then, what is common? We have 2 into length plus width. Then, if we substitute, we are going to have 2, length is 12 plus 5. 12 plus 5 gives us 17. 2 times 17, which is finally gives us 34 cm by using formula. Then we move further, we find the area. Area of a rectangle is length times width or breadth. And the length is equal to 12 times breadth, which is 5. Then our area is equals to 60 centimeter squared. So that is the answer. We are moving further. Then we have find the mean of 5, 8, 12, and 15. Mean, which is S bar, is equals to summation x all over n, where summation s is when we sum all the numbers given or all the events. This means mean is equal to 5 plus 8 plus 12 plus 15 all over, how many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 4. If we add 5 plus 8 plus 12 plus 15, we have 40 all over 4. And 40 divided by 4, S bar, which is mean, is equals to 10. 10 is the mean. Mean is the same as average. Meaning if each is 10, 10, 10, 10, at the end of the day, we have 40. Then we continue to question number 8. Number 8 says S squared equal to 36. Now we have two ways to solve this. We take the square root of both sides, which is square root of S squared equals to plus or minus square root of 36. Now square root cancel squared, left with x equal to plus or minus square root of 36 is equals to 6. Now, if you want to know if you are correct, put 6 in place of x. 6 squared gives us 36, while minus 6 squared also gives us 36, because minus times minus gives us plus. Or we can use this method. We have s squared equal to 36. Now we can move 36 to the other side of the equal to sign, which is s squared minus 36 equal to 0. Then in this case, we use what we call difference of 2 squared, where we have s squared minus c squared equal to 0. If we use difference of 2 squared, when we have a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b into a minus b. That is, this expression we change to x plus 6 into x minus 6 equal to 0. To make this expression 0, either each of the bracket is 0, which is x plus 6 equal to 0, or x minus 6 equal to 0. Then if we continue, we have s plus is crosses sign of equality, it becomes minus 6, comma, minus 6 crosses sign of equality, s becomes plus 6. Therefore, we have x equal to plus or minus 6 as the answer, which is the same as the first one. We continue to question number 9. Question number 9 says a car traveled 90 miles, meaning the distance traveled is 90 miles. Then in 2 hours, time traveled is 2 hours. Then find the average speed. Speed is denoted by v, which is equal to distance all over time. Then v is equals to 90 all over 2. And v will give us 45 miles per hour as the answer. Then we continue, we go to question number 10. Question number 10 is 2x. In this case, we divide both sides by the coefficient of s squared, which is 2. We have 2s squared all over 2 equals to 50 all over 2. 2 cancelled to left with s squared equals to 25. Now we take square root of both sides. We have square root of s squared equals to square root of 25. Then square root we cancel squared, left with x equals to plus or minus 5, because 5 is the square root of 25 as the answer. or we can move 50 to the other side the way we solved the other one, which will give us 2x squared minus 50 equal to 0. Now, what is common? We have 2 is common into x squared minus 25 equal to 0. Now, in this case, we have 2 into, if we use difference of 2 squared, we have x plus 5 into x minus 5 equal to 0. Either 2 is equals to 0 or any of the bracket equals to 0, which will give us x plus 5 equals 0 or x minus 5 equals 0. When we collect like terms, we have x equal to minus 5 or x equal to 5, x equal to plus or minus 5 as the answer with the first one. Then we move further to question 11. Question 11 is talking about fraction, addition of fraction. When we have 3 over 4 plus 1 over 8, what we do here, we look for the LCM of 4 and 8, which is 8. 4 into 8 gives us 2, 2 times 3 gives us 6, plus 8 into 8 gives us 1, 1 times 1 gives us 1. Then our answer becomes 6 plus 1, 7 all over 8. But the formula common in UK, where we have or, we make the denominator to be equal, which is 3 all over 4 plus 1 all over 8. Making the denominator to be equal, we have to times both the numerator and denominator of this side to be times 2 times 2, which will give us 2 times 3 gives us 6 all over 2 times 4 gives us 8 plus 1 over 8. Now it has formed a like fraction. What we do, we add the numerator, which is 6 plus 1 gives us 7 all over. We take one of the denominator, which is 8. The same answer. Or we can use what we call butterfly method. Once what we do here, we just write 3 over 4 plus 1 over 8, meaning 3 times 8 gives us 24 plus 4 times 1 gives us 4 all over 4 times 8 gives us 32, which will give us 24 plus 4 gives us 28 all over 32. And if we simplify further, 4 into 28 gives us 7 all over 4 into 32 gives us 8 as the answer. Then we move further to question 12. Is talking about triangle that has a base 10 cm and height 7 cm. Find the area. We have to work it out. Now let's assume this triangle is not scaled. Then the base of this triangle is 10 cm. Then the height is 7 cm. Don't mind the way the diagram looks like. The height looks as if it's longer than the base, but let's ignore. Then we are looking for area of a triangle. Area of a triangle is half base times height. Base times height, which is equal to 1 over 2 times the height, which is 7. Then 2 here, 1, 2 into 10 gives us 5. Then our answer will becomes 5 times 7 gives us 35 centimeter squared as the answer. Then we move further. This is part 2. Part 2 is using calculator. We have 7.5 times 3.2. If you use calculator, we have the answer straight, but if you are not using calculator, we have to ignore the decimal. We have write 75 times 32. 2 times 5 gives us 10, carry 1. 2 times 7, 14, plus 1 we carry gives us 15. 3 times 5 gives us 15, carry 1. 3 times 7 gives us 21, plus 1 we carry gives us 22. Then when we add up these, we have 0, 10, carry 1. This will change to 4, and this will change to... Now we have 2 decimal points. After 7, we have 1 decimal point, and after 3, we have 1 decimal point. Then if we move the decimal point 2 times, it's here 1 and 2. Then our answer becomes 24. You can check by using your calculator. Then convert 3/5 to decimal. What we do here, we write 3/5 equal to, when we are converting to decimal, we draw using long division method. 5 becomes the divisor, while 3 becomes the dividends. 5 into 3 cannot, we write 0. Immediately we put point, we add 0 to 3. Becomes 30. 5 into 30 gives us 6. 6 times 5 gives us 30. When we subtract, we have 30 minus 30 gives us 0. Therefore, 3/5 is equals to 0.6. There is another way to do it. If we have 3/5, we think of multiple of 10. The next multiple of 10 will give us 10 as the denominator. How? By timesing 2 times 2, which will give us 10, and the other one will give us 6. Then to put 6/10 in decimal, as we cancel this 0, we put point here and move it backward, which will give us 0.6 as the answer. We move to question number 3. It's talking about percentage, which means find 30% of 250, which is the same thing as, to remove this percentage sign, we have to divide by 100. 30/100 of means times 250 all over 1. 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0, left with 3 and 25. 3 times 25 gives us 75 as the answer. We move further to question number 4. Question number 4 says solve 5x minus 3 equal to 2x plus 9. What we do, we collect like terms. When we collect like terms, meaning number to one side and the one with alphabet to one side, we return 5x. We have to move this 2x to the left hand side. When we move it, it's plus 2, crossing sign of equality becomes minus 2x equal to, we retain 9. This is minus 3, crossing sign of equality becomes plus 3. Now we continue, this will give us 5 minus 2x gives us 3x equal to 9 plus 3 gives us 12. Now we divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 3, which will give us 3x all over 3 equals to 12 all over 3. 3 cancel 3, left with x equal to 4 as the answer. If you want to check if your answer is correct, put 4 in place of x, which will give us 5 times 4 gives us 20. 20 minus 3 gives us 17. Then if we put 4 here, 4 times 2 gives us 8. 8 plus 9 gives us 17. The left hand side is equal to the right hand side, which is correct. Then we move to question 5. Question 5 is talking about selling price. A jacket costs 80 pounds, which is cost price of a jacket is equals to 80 pounds, and it was reduced by 25% reduction, or reduce equal to 25%. Then what we do, we look for the 25% of 80, which is equals to 80 times 25. To remove the percentage sign, divide by 100. Then 25 into 25 gives us 1. 25 into 100 gives us 4. 4 here, 1. 4 into 80 gives us 20. Therefore, we are having 20 pounds reduction. Therefore, the new price is equal to 80 pounds minus 20 pounds. Then the new price is equals to 60 pounds. Now we are moving further. This is question number 6. A circle has a radius of 7 cm. Find the area using pi equals to 3.14. Now we have a circle which is here. We put a point here. Then what is radius? Radius is from the center. Draw a line to touch any point at the circumference, which is this. We take this to be 7 centimeter. Then area of a circle is equal to pi r squared. Then pi is given to us as 3.14 times 7 squared, which will give us 3.14 times 49. When we use calculator, we have 153.86 centimeters squared as the answer. Then we move further to question 7. Question 7, solve x squared plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. This is quadratic equation. We can use using formula methods or factorization method. In this case, we write down x squared plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Using formula method, s is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, where a is equal to the coefficient of x, which is 1, then b is the coefficient of x, which is 5, and c is the constant, which is 6. If we substitute this into this formula, we are having x equal to minus b, means minus 5, plus or minus square root of b is 5, square of 5 minus 4, a is 1, and c is 6, all over 2a, 2 times 1. When we continue, we have x equal to minus 5 plus or minus square of 5 gives us 25, minus 4 times 1 times 6 gives us 24, all over 2. And this will give us x is equals to minus 5 plus or minus square root of 1. 25 minus 4 gives us 1, all over 2. If we move further, we have x equal to minus 5 plus or minus square root of 1 is 1, all over 2. This will give us 5 minus 5 plus 1 gives us minus 4, all over 2, or minus 5 minus 1 gives us minus 6, all over 2. Then our final answer will be minus 4 divided by 2 gives us minus 2, comma, minus 6 divided by 2 gives us minus 3, which is x as the answer. Then if we don't want to use this method, we can use factorization method. If we use factorization method, we have x squared plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. What we first do, we multiply the end, which is x squared times 6, gives us 6x squared. We look for two items when we multiply it to give us 6x squared. And also the two items when we add it, it will give us the middle one, which is 5x. And these two items are 3x and 2x. 3x times 2x gives us 6x squared, and 3x plus 2x gives us 5x. So what we do, we write x squared plus, in place of 5x, we replace it with 2x plus 3x, which is the same. We just write 3x plus 2x, which is still 5x, plus 6 equal to 0. Now, nothing changed. We have to group this expression in bracket into 2. We have x squared plus 3x in bracket plus 2x plus 6 in brackets equal to 0. Now we factorize where the method comes from. Factorization method, what is common in this bracket is x into x plus 3 plus what is common in this bracket. We have 2 is common, left with x plus 3 equal to 0. Now the brackets are the same. We pick what is outside the bracket, which is x plus 2, and pick one of the bracket, which is x plus 3 equal to 0. Either x plus 2 equal to 0 to make the expression 0, or x minus plus 3 equal to 0. When we collect like terms, x is equals to minus 2, or x is equals to minus 3. Therefore, s is equal to minus 2 comma minus 3, which is the same answer when we use formula. Then we continue. This is question number 8. Make x the subject of formula. We write y equals to 3x plus 7. To make x the subject of formula means we have to put x in one side of the equal to sign. To make x the subject, we have to say y moving 7 to the other side is plus 7. Cross a sign of equality becomes minus 7 equal to 3x. How do we make x to stand on its own? We divide both sides by 3. When we divide both sides by 3, we have y minus 7 all over 3 equals to 3x all over 3. 3 cancel 3, left with x equals to y minus 7 all over 3. Therefore, x is equals to y minus 7 all over 3 when we make x the subject of formula. Question number 9 is talking about sequence. We have 3, 7, 11, and 15. Now, the formula of n term of a sequence is Tn equals to A plus bracket n minus 1 times D, where A is the first term, which is 3, and D is the common difference. Common difference means preceding term minus the first term. 7 minus 3 gives us 4. 11 minus 7 gives us 4. 15 minus 11 gives us 4. So 4 is the common difference and n is not given. Now we put this into this formula. We have Tn is equals to A is 3 plus n minus 1, which is n, which is not given, times 4. When we open this bracket, we have 3 plus 4n minus 4. Then when we continue further or collect the like terms, we have 4n minus 1 as the n term. To check if we are correct, when n is 1, which is the first term, when n is 1, T1, we have put 1 in place of n, which is 4 times 1, minus 4 times 1 gives us 4, minus 1 gives us 3. T2, put 2 in place of n, 2 times 4 gives us 8, 8 minus 1, which is equals to 7. Then T3, which is the third term, let's see if we can get 11. When we put 3 here, it gives us 12 minus 1, which is 11. If we check the fourth term, which is 15, T4 is equals to 16 minus 1, which is 15, and so on. We have another way to do this, which is very fast. All we do, we just write the sequence, which is 3, 7, 11, and 15. Then what is the common difference? Common difference is 4, meaning we have 4 as the first one. Add the common difference. When we add 4 to 4, we have 8. To 4, we have 12. When we add the other common difference, we have 16. Then this shows us that is 4 timetable. 4 timetable is 4n. Then the original sequence given minus the 4 timetable, 3 minus 4 gives us minus 1. 7 minus 8 minus 1. 11 minus 12 minus 1. 15 minus 16 minus 1. So the n term is this, which is good for objective. Then we continue. Now this is the full marking scheme. Then these are the answers. When you solve this question, you check your answers and how it's being marked. Then you can pause this video and check how it's being marked and how the marks are being apportioned to each of the questions. Then we move further. This is the paper 2 marking scheme as well. Then finally, this is the grade boundary, realistic estimate. All the questions carries to 120 marks. Then if you score 100 plus, which is grade 9, 75, which is grade 3, and 65 plus, grade 5, then 50 plus is grade 4. So this is how GCSE look like. This is just mock exam, if dependent on the grade you want to achieve. Please, if this video helped, please like, subscribe, share, so I can bring more GCSE question. Thank you.